Welcome back to TeshKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.02316 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 1.1%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that you have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Vechain from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.02 mark. And starting my analysis here on the daily chart, after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in this movement. We managed to break above key areas of resistances, but at the key area of resistance at around the $0.03362 mark, we got rejected, and we are seeing a massive pullback to the lower side. Jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis. Here on the 4-hour chart, after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that I was terming as an Elliot wave structure, having that as the wave 1, then a wave 2, then a wave 3, then I expected a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, then continue pushing high in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. But that movement to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure got invalidated the moment our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of that first wave down there, and having done so, I had to remove my Elliot wave structure from my charts and view this movement to the upper side as something else. And the only way we can view that as is just a massive ABC corrective movement that was giving us a bit of a corrective movement to the upper side after seeing this impulsive movement to the lower side that gave us a low at around the $0.02 mark. And after making the high for that ABC corrective movement, whatever we expect on this other side is the formation of a 5-wave structure to the lower side, and I believe that is what has been playing out here on this chart, having this as the wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, a wave 4, and then continue pushing lower in the formation of our wave 5, which gave us a low at around the $0.021 mark. And starting with the long-term scenarios that can play out on this chart, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves, after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and because our wave 2 is a corrective wave, which is also a retracement of the first wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the high of that wave 1 down to the low of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area to the upper side in the formation of a wave 2 between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and I can mark that target area here on the chart like that. And that target area lies between the $0.029 mark and the $0.026 mark, so that is the minimum that I would expect in case we continue pushing higher in the formation of our wave 2. That is the minimum that I would expect that wave 2 to the upper side to do, and because it's a corrective wave, I will also expect to see an ABC corrective movement play out over here. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and this can only happen in case there's an increase in volume here on the Vechain chart, and also a bull movement on the whole crypto market. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also zooming in here on the 4-hour chart, we can also see the formation of a head and shoulders pattern right here, and if I draw it out, we can have that as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. Then we have seen the head, then the neckline, then we have formed the right shoulder right there. Then after the formation of the right shoulder, we have been seeing a bit of a consolidation over here, so we have not yet seen that breakout to the lower side, and there's a possibility once we are done with this consolidation over here, we might see a breakout to the lower side, lose that key area of support, and continue pushing lower. And this head and shoulders pattern, this is a pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height between the head and the neckline, then place it down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side, and that gives me a minimum target area back to around the $0.01 mark. So in case we see a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern, I would expect Vechain to take us back to around the $0.1 mark. And also going to the short-term scenarios that can play out over here, in this consolidation right here, we have been trading within this channel. Within this channel, we have been seeing a bit of a breakout to a couple of breakouts to the lower side out of the channel, and those breakouts were not successful. You can see the buyers try to push the market once more to the upper side and get us back into this channel once more, and Today we have seen another breakout right here, and this gives me the key scenarios that can play out on this chart. It's possible that maybe we are going to, this time maybe the breakout is going to be a success, maybe even see a retest of the lower side of the channel, and once that plays out, then I would expect us to continue heading lower to that key area of support at around the $0.02 mark. And in case we lose that key area of support and continue pushing lower, then I would expect also my head and shoulders pattern to play out, because we'll be seeing a breakout out of that head and shoulders pattern also, and we have a target area back to around the $0.01 mark. There is also a possibility that the breakout won't be a success, and as we try to have a retest of the lower side of the channel, we are going to get back into the channel once more, continue pushing higher, maybe this time manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.024 mark, see even a retest of that key area of resistance, then continue pushing higher, manage to break out of that channel once more to the upper side, then continue pushing higher to get us into this red target area that I have drawn out here on the charts in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2. So those are the two possible scenarios that can play out here on the Vechain chart. Also taking a look at the the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 42 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side, and also any breakouts to the lower side here on the RSI will still be supported. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD you have printed a bearish cross, and that would mean lower prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.